Welcome to a deep dive into what is, well, truly an extraordinary moment in tennis. I want you to imagine yourself at Flushing Meadows, New York, at September 1st, 2025.
Yeah, picture it. A really sun-drenched afternoon. Louis Armstrong Stadium is absolutely packed.
And the roar of the crowd is just building and building.
And right there, at the very heart of it all, Venus Williams. She's 45 years young.
And staging this comeback that honestly feels less like just a return and more like this profound statement, a statement about, enduring passion and just raw talent.
It really is more than just another player coming back to the court. This chapter, it feels like it's redefining what's possible in elite sports, doesn't it?
It really does.
What we're seeing is how her incredible resilience, plus these, well, truly unexpected partnerships, and even that deeply personal, sort of heartwarming call to her sister, it's all woven together, this narrative that just goes beyond the usual sports headlines.
Exactly. It offers this unique lens into sustained motivation and the real power of collaboration.
Right.
And our mission today is simple: to take you right into the core of this incredible journey. We're going to unravel the layers of resilience that have kept her on that court.
Explore the really fascinating dynamics of her new doubles partnership.
Dive into that emotional, that sisterly plea to Serena.
And maybe most importantly, try to distill what this all means for a legacy that is, let's face it, already legendary.
Yeah, you're going to walk away with a richer, more nuanced understanding of this defining moment in sports history, and maybe, just maybe, a new perspective on what it takes to defy all expectations.
We'll break down the specifics of her powerful victory, that surprising chemistry she has with her doubles partner.
That post-match moment with Serena, which was just unforgettable.
Absolutely. And connect all of this to her broader impact, particularly how she's redefining legacy, not just through wins, but through that sustained passion and those, well, unexpected alliances.
So get ready to experience the unfolding magic of the Williams show through our exploration.
Okay, so with that clear love for the game as her foundation, let's really dig into the specifics of this unprecedented return, this comeback for the ages.
Yeah, because before we even get to the U.S. Open fireworks, it's vital to trace Venus's journey back to the court.
Definitely. We have to remember that 16-month hiatus she took.
Right, a period clouded by health challenges and, let's be honest, those familiar whispers of retirement. The kind we've heard surrounding other legends like Serena, Federer, Nadal.
It seemed like the natural conclusion for so many people watching, but what's really striking is that she never actually closed that door. Not officially.
That silence itself almost became a statement, didn't it?
It really did. Her active return, it really sparked back in July 2025. Seems it came after a pivotal conversation with the City Open tournament owner, Mark Ein.
Okay, so not just a casual chat.
No, apparently that was the catalyst for her stepping back onto the professional stage, and that led to her playing at the City Open.
Where she got that WTA Tour-level singles win,
Right.
Defeating Peyton Stearns.
Exactly. A victory in a major professional tournament. And that feat, it actually made her the second oldest woman to achieve that since Martina Navratilova way back in 2004.
Wow. That really underlines this deep-seated desire to compete that just, refused to be extinguished.
Absolutely. But her commitment at this U.S. Open, that takes the story to another level. I mean, really remarkable.
She signed up for an absolutely grueling schedule.
Yeah.
Singles, women's doubles, and mixed doubles.
Just think about that for a second.
I know. She hasn't attempted all three at a major since 1998 Wimbledon. She was just 18 then.
45 years old, playing 3 events at a Grand Slam.
I get tired just thinking about my grocery list some days. It really puts her commitment into sharp perspective, doesn't it?
It truly does. And even in singles, she pushed the 11th seed, Karolina Muchova, to 3 tough sets.
Completely silencing anyone who doubted her wildcard entry.
Yeah.
Which, just for context, is an invitation given to players not otherwise qualified by ranking.
Right. It makes you wonder, do we just fundamentally underestimate the capabilities of athletes sometimes? Or does Venus just possess this outlier level of resilience that kind of defies conventional wisdom?
It feels like the latter, honestly.
And we can't overlook her pursuit of that elusive U.S. Open mixed doubles title, too. She partnered with the towering 6'11" American, Riley Opelka.
She called that a priority for her, didn't she?
She did,
Yeah.
which signals not just a love for playing, but this desire to conquer every single facet of the game. That ambition, especially at 45, reveals such a profound commitment, not just to winning, but to the full, unadulterated experience of competitive tennis.
And when you boil it all down, her core motivation is just so clear, so powerful. She simply said, I'm in love with tennis.
That's it right there.
It's not just some casual remark. It feels like a profound explanation for why she's still out there, defying what anyone might expect from an athlete her age.
Exactly. It suggests that passion itself can be this sustainable, maybe even regenerating fuel for elite performance. It can outlast external pressures, maybe even the physical tolls.
It really does. That statement just encapsulates everything. It's not about records or what people expect.
No, it's about a genuine, unyielding, almost visceral connection to the sport itself. It pushes back against that whole narrative of the grind and really spotlights the rare power of joy, actual joy, as a primary motivator. It suggests that for athletes who truly love their craft, those performance peaks can be much more fluid and prolonged than we usually think.
It's a powerful counter-narrative to the idea that age just automatically diminishes an athlete's drive.
Definitely.
Okay, so that powerful love for the game wasn't just fueling her singles efforts. It also sparked this new kind of electrifying partnership in doubles.
Ah, yes. Let's talk about the dynamic duo.
Let's introduce the younger half, Leylah Fernandez. She's the 22-year-old Canadian who, of course, made a huge splash, reaching the 2021 U.S. Open singles final.
And someone who openly admits she grew up idolizing the Williams sisters, which adds another layer to this.
For sure. What's truly fascinating here is the unlikely chemistry that just seemed to click between them almost immediately.
Right. You've got Venus with all her veteran savvy, needing that wildcard entry, paired with Leylah's youthful energy.
And Venus herself noted their instant connection. She said something like, we're on the same wavelength.
Yeah, and that their energy really matched each other in terms of determination. That suggests this sort of intuitive understanding.
That usually takes years to build in a doubles team.
Exactly. It highlights how that shared focus and mutual respect can just bridge a pretty significant age gap on the court. It's really a testament to how certain energies just, align sometimes.
And they didn't just find their rhythm, they announced their arrival in a really compelling way.
Their first test was a powerful debut, wasn't it? Upsetting the reigning champions Lyudmila Kichenok and Ellen Perez in the first round.
7-6, 6-3. And here's the kicker. They had to rally impressively from being 5-2 down in that first set.
Which tells you a lot. That wasn't just a win, it was a real statement of intent. Showed their combined mental fortitude.
And set the tone for their whole campaign right from the very start.
It was a big psychological victory. Signaled they weren't just some wild-card novelty act.
And Leylah's admiration for Venus is just so clear. She told Venus, seeing you play on the court with the same big smile that you had back then, it's so inspirational.
Even as a Grand Slam finalist herself, Leylah admitted she was actually shaking before their first match. But apparently Venus's welcoming demeanor just helped calm her nerves right down.
That's great.
What's also intriguing is Venus's observation. She said Leylah's aggressive play style reminds her of Serena.
Really? That draws a direct link, doesn't it, to her own legendary partnership. Suggests this powerful, almost inherited playing style.
It really does. It's fascinating.
Okay, now let's immerse ourselves in the match that really stole everyone's hearts. A masterclass out on Louis Armstrong Stadium. We're back on September 1st, 2025.
Louis Armstrong Stadium was just a spectacle that day. You had the capacity crowd, lines spilling way outside.
Those fervent chants of, here we go, Venus, here we go, just echoing everywhere.
And that sign someone held up, welcome to the Williams show. It really captured the feeling. It was more than just a tennis match. It felt like an event.
Absolutely. The atmosphere was electric. Their opponents were the 12th seeds, Ekaterina Alexandrova and Zhang. A tough team.
A very formidable pairing. But Venus and Leylah, they approached it with such a clear game plan. It turned out to be a pretty swift match, actually. Just 74 minutes.
They grabbed an early break in the first set that means winning a game against their opponents served to lead 2-0.
And eventually took that set 6-3. The second set followed a really similar script. Another early break, a decisive push.
It was like a clinic in controlled aggression and synergistic play. It just showed how quickly their partnership had matured.
It really did.
And the finish. Oh, the finish. Venus seals the match point on her own serve.
And then, the twirl.
Yes, she delivered that beloved, iconic twirl and wave. It's such a cherished tradition for her at Flushing Meadows.
And the crowd just erupted. You could feel it.
It was this moment of just genuine connection and triumph where, I don't know, history and the present just beautifully converged.
That twirl and wave, It seems like a simple gesture, but it acts as this really powerful psychological anchor for the fans, doesn't it?
Totally.
It's not just a celebration, it's like a living timestamp. It connects her current performance directly back to all those indelible memories from her decades-long career
Reinforces her legendary status.
and invites this collective nostalgia in a way few other athletes really can. It actively weaves the past right into the present, making this whole comeback feel so deeply resonant, almost predestined.
Okay, so right after that incredible moment, here's where it gets even more personal and just, well, warms your heart.
Ah, the post-match plea.
Exactly. That moment that just grabbed everyone's imagination. Venus's earnest, but also kind of playful plea, Serena, you need to show up.
Which wasn't just a casual request, was it? It felt like more.
No, it felt like an invitation. An invitation to sort of rekindle that shared legacy, a very public acknowledgement of their unique, intertwined journey.
She even clarified, right, saying, we just need her in the box.
It raises this interesting point about the role of family, even in the most individual of sports, and how their shared story, it just continues to be written, even with Serena now in retirement.
And Serena, though she retired after the 2022 U.S. Open and is watching from home with her kids.
She's clearly still an active supporter from afar.
Oh, yeah. Venus shared that really touching anecdote about getting a video during the match of her two nieces cheering her name,
Oh, that's lovely.
and that Serena gave her a pep talk and even called her on match day. It's just such a powerful illustration of their unbreakable bond.
It really demonstrates that their connection just transcends the competitive arena itself. And the playful sisterhood between them is just so authentic, so charming.
The banter is great.
Venus joking that if Serena did come, we'd force her to hit. Even though she doesn't hit often, it's probably best she doesn't come because we'd probably bully her.
Haha. And Serena even got in on it with that TikTok video, playfully rolling her eyes at Venus's new partnership.
It's that perfect blend of fierce competition and genuine teasing affection that just defines their relationship, isn't it?
It really is. That banter, while it's lighthearted, it truly encapsulates the depth of their bond and their, frankly, unparalleled shared history.
14 Grand Slam doubles titles together, including 2 right there at the U.S. Open 1999 and 2009.
The impact of the Williams sisters on tennis overall, it just cannot be overstated. From shattering barriers to Venus's own advocacy, like for pay equity at Wimbledon and Roland Garros.
Absolutely. And what's fascinating, too, is that mid-match moment Venus mentioned, where she told Leylah, Serena said, I have to do this more.
And Leylah's response, my sister told me the same thing.
It's just this sweet, incredibly relatable moment of sisterly advice spanning generations. Underscores that universal connection siblings often share, whether you're Grand Slam champions or not.
Such a great little detail.
So with all that incredible momentum, what does this all mean for what lies just ahead? We're talking today, September 2nd, 2025.
And Venus and Leylah are facing their quarterfinal clash.
And they're up against some seriously formidable opponents. The top-seeded duo, Taylor Townsend, who's a former U.S. Open doubles semifinalist herself.
And Katerina Siniakova, a multiple Grand Slam champion. This is a significant test for their partnership.
No kidding. This is their toughest test yet, by far.
For sure. But the duo's spirit, it seems undeterred. Leylah declared quite confidently, I have full confidence in Venus, and I hope she has full confidence in me.
I love that.
She said, we're just going out there, playing our game, be offensive, aggressive, and ready for the ball.
That reflects a really mature understanding of their strengths, doesn't it? And a clear game plan, which is crucial at this stage of a major.
And it speaks volumes about the trust they've managed to build so incredibly quickly. It's a mindset that really prioritizes execution over any kind of intimidation factor.
And the stakes, well, they couldn't be higher, not just for this match itself, but for the whole ongoing narrative.
Yeah, for Venus, a deep run here could mark her best Grand Slam doubles result since way back in 2016.
And get her closer to that elusive mixed doubles title she wants.
Right. And for Leylah, it's just an invaluable opportunity. Adding to her resume, sure, but also continuing to learn from a true legend, like absorbing decades of wisdom right there on the court with her.
It really feels like a win-win situation, almost regardless of the immediate outcome, because it just enriches both of their career stories so much.
Exactly. For both players, this deep run represents a really significant chapter. It's about more than just the immediate match result.
It's about validating Venus's enduring presence.
And Leylah's continued ascent.
All while adding another incredible layer to the tapestry of Venus Williams' career.
It really solidifies the idea that true legacy isn't solely defined by past achievements, by the trophies on the shelf, but by that ongoing commitment to your craft, and maybe even more importantly, the willingness to inspire others along the way.
So as we bring this deep dive to a close, let's just reinforce those core themes we've touched on. This isn't just a sports story. It's not just about tennis balls and rackets.
No, it's a profound celebration of resilience, isn't it? The incredible power of unexpected partnerships that just defy conventional wisdom.
And an enduring passion that absolutely flies in the face of age and all expectations. Venus Williams at FUM5 is continuing to inspire and redefine what's possible.
Not just in professional sport, but maybe more broadly. Not just for herself, but for every athlete, maybe every person who dreams of a long, fulfilling career doing what they love.
Her journey really illuminates how deeply personal motivations, that unadulterated love for the game, can drive just extraordinary achievements.
It challenges all our assumptions about when an athlete's prime supposedly ends, and how a deep connection to your craft can sustain excellence for literally decades.
It suggests that perhaps the greatest athletes aren't just the ones with the most trophies.
But maybe those who can continue to find genuine joy and purpose in the pursuit itself, year after year.
Which leads us perfectly to a final, thought-provoking question for you, our listener, to mull over.
What does this incredible chapter in Venus's career truly reveal about the real meaning of legacy?
And how does that kind of unyielding passion redefine the boundaries of what we think is possible, even when, others might expect you to step away from the court or whatever your court might be?
Think about that for a moment. What does her story mean to you?
And how might it inspire your own pursuits, regardless of the field? Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.